So yeah, I'm currently recording. Let's start. Share my screen. Can you see it?
Not yet.
Alright.
Yes, we may proceed.
Okay, so yeah. So this is your project repository, GitHub, daily recorder. So what I'm going to teach you now is about branches. Okay, so remember when we deployed our project on Cloudflare? When you push a commit or a change in our main branch, it is um, Cloudflare automatically streamlines it and updates the website, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, that is not optimal for little changes and updates because, for example, you are developing a feature on our project, then you're just experimenting, playing around, making it work. So if you push a commit on our main branch with an error on it or a bug or some feature that you don't want on our um, production deployment, you don't want to push it in our main branch because it automatically updates the website and the users can see it, right?
okay.
So now, in order to so you can still push your commits, experiment around, play around, while maintaining the production website. You can do this by making another branch. Okay, so what are branches first? So branches, for example, our daily recorder. Let me open up our project. Closer that. So here is our project. I will pull your commits into my computer. Now there are two ways to create a branch. Okay? So the first way is to create it on our GitHub repository. And the second way is to create it here on your computer and push the branch onto our GitHub repository. So yeah, first what are branches? So this is the main branch. Remember, this is called our repository is called a working tree. So it's like a symbolism of a tree, right? For example, for now, our daily recorder is a tree with only one branch, which is the main branch. So every time we push an update, a commit, it will be pushed on the main branch. And currently, Cloudflare listens to the main branch. Okay? You can also set it up on Cloudflare, which branch it should streamline, but that's an advanced topic for now.
Okay.
You can set it up which branch or which branch it should listen to. But for now, it listens to the main branch, the branch that is named main. So yeah. So why is it named main instead of any other name? When you create a new repository in GitHub or in any Git repositories in your computer, in the earlier days, the default name is master, the master branch. Let's check out some GitHub repository. Um, how about yeah? How about Wave Server? GitHub. So yeah, it is also called main branch. As you can see, it has another branch called V6. I think this is a branch he is working on, the developer of this npm package, and it's called version 6. So he's currently working on version 6. Okay, but you can sometimes, if you find a GitHub repository and maybe you get confused, the default branch is named master. So yeah, just know that in the earlier days, the branch default is called master. But nowadays we use main, and it has become the default name, main branch. Yeah. Personally, I think it makes a lot of sense that the default name is main because it's the main branch, right? The main branch. You get me?
Yeah, sure. I get you. So,
Okay.
what exactly meaning of branch? Because you see, like what you said is like what many what branch did do. So still, I'm not
Okay.
aware much about what is branch. We see as function how it operates, but what is it?
Is there a paint in MacBook? Let me see. Notes. Can we draw on notes? Let's just use this whiteboard online, web whiteboard, so I can show you. How can we wait? How can we undo? Go ahead. So yeah, so what are branches? So let's take our project daily recorder as an example. Currently, it works like this: a commit, a commit, a commit. So these circles are the commits that you push, right?
Yes.
So currently, let's make it other color. Let's make it green, for example. A commit, commit, commit. So this is a branch. This is a working branch that you push your commits. If you push another commit, for example, it would be like this. Okay, so I colored it green because so we can show that this is the branch that Cloudflare listens to. Okay, so this is also a GitHub branch which you can work on. Maybe you want to go back to this commit, we can do that. But for now, it has not happened. We are very careful with our with pushing commits, so we don't go back. Okay, so this is the main branch, the color green. Now, what happens if we make another branch? So, if we make another branch, it would look something like this. If I create another branch, it will duplicate the main branch. Okay? Oh, I accidentally closed, or I pressed something. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah. Okay, now we have two branches. You can name this branch whatever you want, but
Okay.
for the purpose of communication and to be more organized, making another branch is you should name it after the feature you are working on.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. For example, this branch I named for example, just as an example, okay? I will name this branch feature collector page. Okay, so now I make another branch called feature collector page, and I'm communicating that I am working on the collector page. I'm making updates to it. Now, if I push a commit, for example, I'm experimenting, I'm coding, making some changes on my side. If I push a commit, it would be pushed on this branch, just on this branch. Okay? So now, the main branch is not touched. Nothing will happen on our Cloudflare deployment. It will stay the same on this commit. So now, I have the freedom to experiment. I am making this, this, this commit. Okay. So now, I have commits on this branch. I can also see it on my local host that I am working on this branch. And now, if I am satisfied, I say, oh, it looks great now. I can probably push it on our deployment. I can show it to the user. It is now, the user experience is great. The feature works perfectly. I am now satisfied. I can now merge it with the main branch. Okay?
Okay.
So for example, this is the it's the same commit, right? This commit and this commit, because when we
Yeah, sure.
created another branch, it just duplicated.
Yeah.
Now, if I am satisfied and I want to merge, it's called merge, okay?
Yeah.
I want to merge it. Merging is like this. It now duplicates or merging commits, these four commits onto the main branch. Okay? So this commit, it will all be pushed. Let's call it pushed. It will be pushed onto the main branch. Now, it is working. So I can delete this now. I can delete the main branch.
You can delete the new branch, not main.
Yeah, I see, I see. So yeah,
Mm.
um, I can delete the new branch. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, that's how branches work. It serves many purpose. Okay.
Yeah, sure. So new branch it's temporary for some program. After that, when you image, I'm allowed to delete and create maybe new one if I need it.
Yes. And when you are merging, based on my experience, merge. For example, you are satisfied with the changes now, and you wanted to show it to the users.
Mm.
Based on my experience, the branch is deleted, so the repo stays organized. So for example, um, you just completed working on the daily recorder branch. I mean, the collectors page branch, right?
Yes.
So now, you want to work on another feature. Okay. Now I'm going to make
Okay.
another
New
branch.
branch.
Yeah. So let's call it. I don't know which feature. For now, let's call it new feature. New feature branch. Okay. So I'm working, making commits. Now I'm satisfied. And now I will merge it on the main branch because I'm satisfied. No errors, no bugs. Now I can delete this. Now working on a new feature creates another branch again.
Okay.
I'm working. I'm satisfied, no errors. So yeah, this way instead of pushing the commits on the main, it's like you're testing it out first on another branch.
Okay.
So it doesn't get
So
shown on our Cloudflare.
okay.
Okay. So that's one of the purpose, okay? I will tell you the other purpose of making a branch. Yeah. For example,
Okay. I
in the
have a question
future,
before.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
come
If
again.
I achieved to merge it to my main branch,
Mm.
and it's mandatory to delete the new branch that I made.
After you merge it,
Yeah, after I made it mandatory to delete the
it's
new branch that I made.
it's not really
Oh
mandatory.
no,
Yeah.
does not affect anything.
Yeah, it does not, and the branch can stay there for as long as you like, but based on my experience in the past, we delete the branch to stay organized. So for example, right here, if you made branches after branches after branches and we don't delete it, this pop-up will be too long. And since we don't work on those branch anymore, I think it's better to delete so that
Okay.
this pop-up stays organized. Actually, let's search for another GitHub. Maybe we can find a repository with so many branches.
Okay.
Let's try Clerksville. Yeah, as you can see, it has so
Yeah.
much branch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they um, develop Clerksville kit. As you can see, it has 6 developers. Maybe one
Oh,
developer works on 2 branches. Maybe, just maybe. But as you can
okay.
see, if we work on too many branches and we don't delete the ones that we don't use, it's kind of messy. What do you think?
For my side, if it does not affect my project, maybe it depends on the plan of the developers. Maybe they plan something, but I thought it affect my project. If it does not affect,
Mm-hmm.
it's well. But for to be more smart, if I'm done with my new branch, it's okay to delete it and move on to another branch
Okay.
in order to avoid the confusion also.
Yes,
Or
exactly.
any other developer when it gets a time to pass to my Git to understand what's going on.
Okay. So yeah. Let's proceed. The other purpose of making a branch.
Okay.
Okay. I will tell you an example. One of my past project. The development is kind of weird. It's not how I will do it, but that's the instruction of our lead developer, so we have to follow. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
So what did the lead instructor tell us? The project has 3 developers. So 3 developers are working on the project. So I will call the other developers John and Mark. Me, I am Gregory, of course. So we 3 are working on the project. Here's the how the instructor tell us to do our task. We should make a branch for each of us.
Okay.
So yeah, these are all 3 different branches. The names are, it's kind of weird. The branch names are our names. For example, this is my branch that I am working on. It's called the Gregory branch. And of
Okay.
course, John branch and Mark
Johnny
branch.
branch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, let's make the other branch another color. And oh, let's make it how about this color? So is Richard here? Hello, Richard. Good morning. So yeah, as you can see, we've made 3 branches. By the way, Richard, I am recording this so you can watch what you have missed earlier. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, me, I'm here.
Okay. So, as context, what I'm explaining now, Richard, is why do we create branches? So, this is the second purpose, working with other developers. Okay, so now we have three different branches. These commits are all the same because, yeah, that's when we created the branch on this commit. Okay, so these commits for other branches is the same with the main branch. Okay, so for example, here on my branch, I made I am working on feature number 1. And let's call this the John branch because John is working on this branch. He's working on feature 2. And Mark working on feature 3. So on feature 1, for example, I'm working on my branch, of course. I made a commit. Let's make my commit triangle. And I made another commit. Okay. So, yeah. Then, John made a commit on his feature number 2. He's now working on feature number 2 and he made a commit. Let's make the commit square. And he made another commit on his branch. And for Mark, of course, he's working on his branch and his feature number 3. We are all working on different features. Okay, so let's draw yeah, let's make it a circle. So now we have here different commits. So this commit is just on another feature, the triangle ones, on my feature number 1. And John pushed some commits on his branch on feature number 2. And of course, Mark also works on his feature number 3. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the purpose of making a branch, so we can work on different feature at once. Okay.
Yeah.
So now here comes what Mr. Tom is what Mr. Tom mentioned before. Let me show you what Mr. Tom has mentioned. I think he mentioned it on my message. Yeah. So he wants to me to teach you guys branching, which I am teaching you right now about GitHub or Git branches, and PRs. So what are PRs? You can see it right here. PRs are pull requests. So that's why it's called a PR, because it's a pull request. So what is a pull request? This example right here with different branches and different commits. And remember, Arnold, we have a lead developer here, right?
Yes.
Yes. He is the one managing the main branch. Because if something happens, an error occurred or a bug happened on our main branch, and since this is streamlined on our Cloudflare, um, he will be the one responsible for it. So that's why he's taking a close look on the main branch.
The main.
Yeah, because if
Yeah.
something happens, yeah,
He will be
he will.
responsible.
Yes, maybe he will be fired. So yeah, he's responsible for it. So how does he do it? For example, I'm satisfied with feature number one. I said, hey sir, this is now working perfectly and we can um, put it on our main branch to deploy on our Cloudflare. Okay? So there are some GitHub organizations that has some rules. It's on, for example, our organization Vital Pink. I'm not sure if Mr. Tom has implemented rules on our organization, but on other GitHub organization, it has rules. For example, in this organization, I can't merge it directly on the main. It is locked. Okay? So I have no power to merge it on the main branch. But how do I push it on the main branch? Because it is now working perfectly. I will now make a PR, a pull request.
Okay.
Yeah. Pull request. So that's why it's called a PR, a pull request. It will reflect on, for example, daily recorder. It will reflect here on pull request.
Okay.
And as you can see, there aren't any pull requests. So yeah, I can create a pull request here. So I can
So,
choose which branch. As you can see, there's
okay.
an
Now
yeah,
okay.
there's an arrow right here, right? So this means I can choose a branch here, and it will be merged on. I can also choose a branch to merge it into. Okay. So the lead developer will see this, the PR. Let's call it PR because it's pull request. The lead developer will see this, then he will review, because remember, he's the one responsible if something happens on the main branch. He will review the codes, if there are any errors, maybe testing, depending on how strict he is or how organized. Let's call it organized. So, if everything goes fine and works perfectly, he will accept the pull request. So, like GitHub issues, he can comment on a pull request and accept it. Maybe he will comment, hey, this looks good to me. I will now merge it onto our main branch. So everything works fine. It will now be merged into our main branch. So now we can um, remove my branch. Or, like you said, Arnold, earlier, This is accepted now, the pull request. I can keep working on this branch for as long as I like. So the pull request merged my changes here. So now on the other branch, John, this is the John branch, right?
Yeah.
Is also satisfied with his feature number 2. It works perfectly now, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he
Pull
also
request.
will make a pull request. So pull request, hey sir, I made this feature number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah. It works perfectly fine. So he made a pull request here. Then the lead developer reviews it. So yeah. Hey, yeah, this looks good to me. No errors, no bugs. Everything works perfectly fine. The feature number 2. I am satisfied. I'm content with this PR. So now it will also be merged here. But I should tell you about merge conflicts. So it is especially important that when 3 developers are working on a project at once, they should work on a completely different feature and files. Because,
Yeah.
for example, you, Arnold, and Richard, you're both working on a different feature, right? You have your own branches. Just an example, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then, Richard, let's take this file as an example, or this file, the app CSS. You made some changes on this file, Arnold. Okay? On your feature, you made some changes here. For example, this is Arnold. Okay. How do you make a comment here? Add line comment. Oh, so here's how you comment. Arnold. On line number 4, Arnold has some codes. Because this is how GitHub works. It saves the codes by line. Okay? It saves the code by line. So on line number 4, on your branch, Arnold, it looks like this. But on Richard's branch, he also made a change on this file. On his branch, it looks like this. So line number 4 are completely different in your branches, in your different branches. So what will happen if I merge this? Because now if you try to merge it, Git will have a dilemma. Oh, 2 different files on line number 4. What should I do? So yeah, those are called merge conflicts. It will especially be a pain in the head when your codes are too long. Yeah. So it would be messy if this happens. For example, not just line number 4. On your branch, Arnold, you have line number 4 up to line 200. For example, you have so many codes, so many features. But Richard also has codes on line number 4 up to 300. So yeah. Those are called merge conflicts, and it's a pain to solve those merge conflicts. So it can take
So,
days, it can take.
so maybe that's why it come up with the pull request for leader to speculate before he made. I think that's the important of pull request occur.
Yes, but here's another solution.
Still okay.
Maybe communicate what you are working on. So, for example, you, Arnold, are going to make some changes on this file. You can say to Richard, "Hey, I'm working on this file, okay? So, be sure to maybe not work on this file for now, or we can collaborate our, so you have two different branches, right? For example, um, these two branches, you can collaborate and merge your changes. So now these two branches are collaborating. Um, this one is getting merged here, and also this one. So now I have the square commits on this one. Now our branches looks completely the same. It would be the same. Okay. So I can also communicate, "Hey, I'm working on this file. Maybe make your changes to this file after I am done." So let's take this line number 4 as an example. And Richard is now done. So he will say to Arnold, "Hey Arnold, I'm done with app.css. You can work on it now. Just remember to pull my changes, okay?" So for example, this triangle commit, the latest one, this is the app.css. He will pull, or Arnold will pull this commit, and it will update his branch. Now he can work on the app.css, maybe on another line. Now it looks like this. Now there's no merge conflicts because your codes, Richard's codes is on line number 4, and Arnold's codes is on line number 5. Okay? So Arnold can also fix if he found something on Richard's codes and it produces an error when he added his own code. He can also fix it. But remember, this is where communication is especially important. Okay, always communicate to your fellow developers. So Arnold can say, "Hey Richard, your code has produced some error. It doesn't work well with my code. So I will fix something in your code, okay?" So Arnold can communicate something like that. And then Richard will say, "Okay, works fine for me." And everything goes well. You can see how communication plays an important part in branches. Okay?
Yeah.
So are you following so far with what branches are?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. So lastly, I want to show you what it looks like when all of these branches are now completed and merged into the main branch. So as a last part, for example, um, this we will now merge this red branch will look like this. Then, for example, my feature is now completed and my tasks are done and I am now done with the project. Then they say, okay, you can delete your branch now. You're done with the project. I paid you already. Okay, so now we can delete the branch. Okay.
Okay.
So look at this branch. On the yellow branch, it is the same as this. Or is it? Yeah, it's the same as this. So, yeah, if I delete this branch also, it would be fine. Because remember, red and yellow branch, my branch and John's branch are all the same because we collaborated together, right?
Yeah.
I pulled his branch into mine and he pulled my branch into his. So it's exactly the same unless he made another change here. Maybe he made another change. So now, if he make a pull request and the lead developer accepts, it will look something like this. Only the unsaved commit will be pushed. So now he's done. He got paid and the lead developer says you're done with the project. You can now delete your branch. Okay. Now, on Mark's branch is also done. You will make a pull request. The lead developer reviews and accepts. The circle commits are pushed. So now, all the branches are clean. It's just the main branch. And look, it has all of our collaborated work into one perfect working project. The users are happy, the lead developer is happy, everybody is happy. You see? So yeah, any questions before we proceed?
I have no questions, sir.
How
No.
about you, Richard?
No questions.
Ah, okay. So I'm recording this video, okay? I will upload it to
Okay.
YouTube so you can watch the first parts. Or maybe watch the whole video if you want. So yeah,
Okay.
I will now show you how to create a branch on your projects. So currently, this is the main branch. This is the color green. Color green. On my computer, this is also the main branch. So it's color purple on my computer, but yeah, you get it, right? Now, two different ways to create a branch. Like I said earlier, I can create a branch on GitHub repository here. But here's what I like to do. Okay? Would it be fine, Arnold, if I create the branch for you on our project Daily Recorder? Is it
Yes, not bad.
you
Because I
can you
understand.
can you can also pull it the branch on your computer. Okay? I will show you later.
Okay.
Okay. So, here's how I'm going to do it. You can use the terminal to create a branch. You can oh, this is one of the warps feature. This is the warp terminal. You can also see the branches here. Nifty. Very useful. So git branch. Uh, I forgot how to create a branch on the terminal. Let's search it. That's what Google is for. Create branch um, terminal. Oh, I see. So I can just use git branch to create a branch. You can use this, but here's how I do it. If you want, since Arnold, I believe you are using the terminal to pull and push commits, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can also use that. But for me, here's how I created the branch using git lens. Create branch. Um, the branch name. What feature are you working? You're going to work on, Arnold, so we can name it.
I'm going to work about. Let me see.
Okay. You can name it however you want.
It's possible to rename.
It's possible, but it takes a lot of work to rename a branch.
Okay.
Because, for example, it is renamed on GitHub. For example, branch number 1. But on GitHub, you renamed it to branch number 2. On my computer, it would still be branch number 1.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, it would be detached. Okay?
Okay. Maybe we should name new field to a collector.
Um, so, you're working on collectors, adding new fields.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's just name it collector crud. Why collector crud? It will um, it will be a branch for all the features about collector. CRUD means create, read, update, and delete. So yeah, create, read, update, and delete. That's what CRUD means. So I we I will name this the branch. I will name the branch collector CRUD because it will be related to um, creating a collector, reading a collector, updating a collector, or deleting a collector. And it applies to fields as well. So creating a field on collector, reading a field on collector, updating and deleting, and so on. So yeah, all of those feature you will be working on this branch. So I will now enter confirm create branch. Yeah, create branch. Now, yeah, I have two branches just on my computer. Let's switch to this branch. Switch to branch. On my computer, I am now on collector CRUD. So it is not yet on GitHub because I just made it on my computer. I will now publish it so you can see it on GitHub. So let's actually check. For now, nothing. Let's publish. Yeah. You can see. Still pending. Okay. Now let's take a look on how branches work. Okay, I will make a change on app.css. Um, commit or commit on collector CRUD branch. Okay. I will save this. Um, commit the changes. Let's name it example commit 1. Push it. It will be pushed on our branch.
By default.
No, the collector branch, since we already switched to the collector CRUD branch.
Okay.
You will see it here. Collector CRUD had recent pushes 2 seconds ago. So, yeah, nothing happened on our main branch. Okay? So the deployment, Cloudflare deployment stays the same while I'm working on collector CRUD. So yeah, I can push some commits now right here. Okay. So as you can see, how do we... Yeah. This branch is one commit ahead of main. So now it looks like this. Hmm. This is the collector CRUD branch. When we created it, it duplicated the main branch. Now this is example commit. It is now ahead of the main branch. That's why it says right here. Now let's make another commit number 2. Save the file. The commit message would be example commit 2. Yes, and push it. This action will pull and push commits from and to origin collector CRUD. Okay. If I refresh, this branch is 2 commits ahead of main. So it looks like this. It's now 2 commits ahead. Um, give me a few minutes, okay? Hold on.
Sampal na meron mo. Meron mo.
Nagtatrabaho ko. So yeah, let's continue. Okay. So now, for example, Arnold, you are the one working on the branch. Just for an example, you are the one who made these commits. Okay, let's take a look at the commits. Commit number 1 and commit number 2. Just take for an example that you are the one who pushed it. Okay? And now you want to for example, you are satisfied with the changes and you want to merge it into the main. So now you will make a pull request. That's why it says here, compare and pull request. Yeah, let's click it.
Mwaga maji.
Collector CRUD. Yeah. Can you see? Can you both see?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I can choose collector CRUD and compare it. So as you can see, the arrow points to the main because I am merging collector CRUD into the main. GitHub automatically checks if there are merge conflicts, like I explained earlier, right? What merge conflicts are. So yeah, for now there are no merge conflicts. So yeah, you can put some description here. 2 commits. Just communicate your changes. 2 commits. Comment number 1 on app.css and comment number 2 on app.css. Yeah. Create a pull request. I will click this, okay? Now we have a pending pull request. Just take for an example, Arnold, that you made that pull request, okay? So here's the pull request. How do we do this? Should I be the lead developer, or should we make Mr. Tom accept the pull request? I will talk to Mr. Tom about this, okay? But yeah, let's take for an example that I am your lead developer. So we have one pull request from Arnold. I will review it. So it says no conflicts with the base branch, and I can see your commits right here. I can check on this commit, see what has been changed. Okay. Commit number 1 is here. How about commit number 2? As you can see, like I explained earlier, this is how Git works. It saves the code via line. So since there are no merge conflicts, I have not changed the line number 4. It saves line 5 and 6. So everything looks good. Yeah. Yeah, I can comment here. Looks good. Comment. Close with comment. Now I can merge it. Let's merge it. Commit message, merge pull request number 12. Extended collector CRUD. Yeah. Confirm merge. Pull request successfully merged and closed. I can now delete the branch. As you can see, there's an option here. So this has been merged now. That example commit number 1 and example commit number 2 is now on main. Yeah. Let's delete the branch. You can just make another branch, Arnold. Now this has been deleted. Now if we go back, yeah. Where's the app.css? Let's take a look. There. So the latest commit, the example commit number 2 is on app.css. And the branch is now gone. But here's what, it's a little bit tricky. On my computer, there's still a collector branch. Now, I can switch back to the main branch. Let's switch back. Okay, I am now on the main branch. Pull those commits. And yeah, I can just delete the branch. Since it's gone on, yeah. Okay, so yeah, any questions? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
On my side, yeah, I have no any question. Let me memorize because it's a lot. Let me take my time
Okay.
to read again and to apply as you said. If I will meet any challenge, I'll let you know.
Okay. But yeah, you can create a branch now and I will
Yeah.
guide you, okay? So yeah, just share your screen and I will guide you so Richard can also learn. I will stop
So for
streaming
now,
temporarily. Yeah. I will teach you. Don't worry. Just work as comfortably as you can.
okay. Can you see?
Yes, I can see.
it.
Silence.
Yes, so now, yeah. First, pull those from the main. Yeah.
I have to pull it.
Yeah, so your main branch on your computer gets updated. It's in sync with the GitHub repository.
This can be pulled.
Yeah. It's just on the main, so your main branch is updated on your computer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amenitumia message hapa za mambo ya couple ya mama, sasa nimeshindwa kuwajibu.
Okay,
Ningetuma
now,
majibu.
yeah.
Now I can move on.
Yes. So proceed to make a branch.
Okay, so I have to go to Git lens.
Yeah,
I'm going
that's
to create the new branch. Is it?
yes.
Okay. Here. I'm creating branch, is it?
Yes, you can name it however you want. Or you can just name it like earlier, collector. Yeah, collector crud. Space is not um allowed, so use dash or hyphen. Yeah, there we go.
So after that, I enter.
Yes.
Press enter.
Yeah. Confirm create branch.
Then
You can just click on create branch. So you can read will create a new branch named collector crud from branch main. It means it will duplicate or make a copy of the main branch with all of its commits from the past. Now you have a branch right there. Yeah, you can switch
okay.
to it.
So where I have to switch it.
On your branch, there is a button there on the collector. Oh, yes, you can also do that and click on collector CRUD. Yeah. There we go. Now you can
Okay.
publish it to see it on our GitHub repository.
Yes. So you said
Yeah, publish on your source control.
I have to publish branch.
Yes, so we can see it on GitHub because currently it's just on your computer. Yeah, it's like a
Okay, okay,
push.
okay.
Yeah, it's like you're pushing the branch.
So the aim of publish my branch to be visible to GitHub, to be
Exactly.
able to be seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you can check this on our GitHub, see what the branch looks like.
Yeah, this one.
Yes. Okay, so
I
now
see it.
you are
So
all set. So just
yes.
keep working on your task on that branch.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
let me try something for testing.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. I want to put some comments. Only comment is enough for testing.
Yeah, you can put anything you like.
Okay. Let me see. Interesting.
Since if you push that commit or that change, it will not affect the main branch. So
Sure.
experiment as much as you like. Yeah.
Okay. So when I save automatic in my source control, will it detect I change something?
Yeah, if you save something, you can see on your source control under the changes. Yeah, it means all of those files have changes. So since
Okay.
you changed that file, yeah, it automatically detected. So you can also monitor that there. So for example,
Where?
before you
Ah,
push,
okay.
yeah, before you push, you
Yeah, I
want,
see.
yes, exactly.
I see. So when I commit it,
Yes,
there's no state
you will
change.
committing it. It means committing it to the collector CRUD branch on your computer. Yes.
Do you see this notification?
Yes. So I see you haven't
I
used
think,
that before, right? The source control. Because if I
yeah, yeah.
remember, you are, yeah. So maybe
So
you
what I have
can
to
still
do
use Warp
to make
Terminal
this?
for this, like you always
Yes.
do. Try it.
Okay. But I wish to know how to use this one. Will be helpful and easy for me instead of navigate from one to here. I think will be helpful.
Will be helpful. Okay. So
Ah,
yeah, you need to set your username and password.
of my GitHub. Oh.
No, on your computer. Let's see here.
Computer.
Um, git user.name user.email. Type this on your,
Command. WAMP.
yes. I will
What?
send it on the general channel. So replace your name with your GitHub username. So for example, in mine, my GitHub username is just Gregory Earl, the one I am using to log in. So this is what it looks like on mine.
So how I can know my GitHub name?
Um, Go to your GitHub. Yes, and click on
This
your profile pic. There.
this one.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
So that's for your username. Yeah, just type it and replace it with. I think Richard doesn't have to do this anymore because we already set it up back in the days. Because Richard uses the VS Code source control daily.
Okay.
So yeah, we already set it
So
up.
when I'm done, I mean. Yes. I can
You,
proceed.
you still have to set your user.email. Another command. Let me type it
Okay.
right here. So you will see there GitHub git config global user.email. This time it would be your email. So yeah. You do remember your email, right?
My email.
Yes. Oh, it already set it up for you. Look, remove
Where?
it. Delete the all of the command. There, is that correct?
My computer email or my
The one you are using to log into GitHub. Do you remember it?
no, 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 no.
Okay, you can just check it on your GitHub.
Let me check.
So I believe it is on settings. Yeah, public email. Click on the public.
Public.
No, on the side, on the right
This.
side. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where,
There.
where, 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 where,
Yeah,
where?
select a verified
Where?
email.
Select
Yes. There.
this one. Yeah, this is my sure. Gmail.com.
Okay. Make sure guys to remember your emails, okay? Because you will be using it
Yeah,
a lot when we are using like Cloudflare or other services.
Okay. I only have one email.
Okay. So because for me I have three emails. I don't know why.
me too. Me too. I have three in my. Okay.
Yeah. Just
I
enter it.
think it's fine for now. Let me try it.
Okay.
So I may proceed.
Yes, try it on your source control. There we go. It has been committed
Okay. So for
on.
now, it has been pushed.
No, it's just committed on your computer. It's like you are using the npm, or not npm, on the warp terminal git commit, remember?
Ah,
So you still have to
okay,
push.
okay.
Yeah.
I have to push it. Is it?
Yes. Okay. It's pushing. Now you can check it
Okay.
on our GitHub.
Okay. My GitHub slashing. Oh my god.
Yeah. As you can see, it's
Now.
updated now, and the main branch is updated 19 minutes ago.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah. So
I
here's
can
what
see
you
it.
have to do. Keep working on your task on that branch. Then if you are satisfied, everything works fine, you can make a pull request, and I will talk to Mr. Tom if I should be the one reviewing your pull request. Okay?
Okay.
So to summarize, okay, this is how we make a branch to not touch the main branch while you're experimenting with your codes. Yeah. As you can see, yeah, there. The latest commit on that branch is fix test my new branch. And of course, it would be one commit ahead.
Okay, got you.
Okay. So you can see the advantages of working with branches.
Yeah, I can see.
Yes. So yeah, you can now continue to work on your task.
I have to learn it about it in order to understand it well.
Okay, sure. I will upload these to YouTube if you ever want to,
Okay.
yeah, rewatch. Okay, for now, I will let it sync with you guys. But you get the
Yeah.
idea, right? The advantages of working with the branches.
Yeah, I understood. I
Okay.
understand.
So yeah. Any more questions, guys? And or clarifications?
No, I guess I'll have to watch the video.
Okay. And see why or the advantages of working with branches. Okay. So nothing further for me. If you encounter any challenges or issues, or if you have any questions, just message me on our Discord. We'll stop the recording.